Washington, AP. The Biden administration announced Monday that it will expand flights to Cuba, take steps to loosen restrictions on U.S. travelers to the island, and lift Trump-era restrictions on remittances that immigrants can send to people on the island. The State Department said in a statement that it will remove the current $1,000 per quarter limit on family remittances and will allow non-family remittance, which will support independent Cuban entrepreneurs. The U.S. will also allow scheduled and charter flights to locations beyond Havana, according to the State Department. The administration said it will also move to reinstate the Cuban Family Reunification Parole Program, which has a backlog of more than 20,000 applications, and increase consular services and visa processing. With these actions, we aim to support Cubans' aspirations for freedom and for greater economic opportunities so that they can lead successful lives at home, State Department spokesman Ned Price added. We continue to call on the Cuban government to immediately release political prisoners, to respect the Cuban people's fundamental freedoms and to allow the Cuban people to determine their own futures. The policy changes come after a review that began soon after a series of widespread protests on the island last July. Former President Donald Trump had increased sanctions against Cuba, including the cancellation of permits to send remittances and the punishment of oil tankers bound for the island. These measures and the pandemic contributed to an economic crisis in Cuba, where people suffer from shortages of basic products, power outages and rationing. The economic situation led thousands of people to the streets across Cuba on July 11, 2021, the largest such protests in decades on the island. Many people were frustrated with shortages and low salaries, as well with the socialist government. Non-governmental organizations have reported more than 1,400 arrests and 500 people sentenced to up to 20 years in prison for vandalism or sedition. In recent weeks, both the U.S. and the Cuban governments have started some conversations, amid a surge of Cubans trying to immigrate illegally to the U.S. The first week of April, the U.S. Embassy in Havana resumed processing visas for Cubans, though on a limited basis, more than 4 years after stopping consular services on the island amid a hardening of relations. Senator Robert Menendez, a New Jersey Democrat who heads the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, said the moves send the wrong message to Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel's government. Menendez was particularly critical of the administration decision to reinstate travel by groups for educational and cultural exchanges as well as some travel for professional meetings and professional research on the island. I am dismayed to learn the Biden administration will begin authorizing group travel to Cuba through visits akin to tourism, Menendez said. To be clear, those who still believe that increasing travel will breed democracy in Cuba are simply in a state of denial. White House officials, who briefed reporters on the condition of anonymity, noted that the Treasury Department has the authority to audit groups that are organizing travel and will ensure that travel is purposeful and in accordance with U.S. law. One official defending the move noted that the president has underscored his belief that Americans are the best ambassadors for democratic values. Rodriguez reported from Havana.